What's up, guys? It's Mr. Jamvet, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. We're going to be using this fun team passed to me by Toast. A while back, he posted a bunch of teams. So we're going to hop right into it. Pretty simplistic stuff, and I don't have any major updates for you guys. But yeah, how's everyone? How's everyone? One more week. Well, not even a week. Well, we get the keys to the spots on the 8th. But I'm gonna move on to Saturday because I'll need some help. So not everyone has a non-structured day. Well, let's just say a self-structured. My day is structured, but self-structured day. So they can't just, oh yeah, Thursday I'm just gonna, people have like more, things to do, and so I don't know why I'm even, this is super self-evident. I don't know why I'm even going into this, but it's funny. I love Crawdon in this matchup. Choice Banded, Aqua Jet just goes crazy. And if I can position my Crawdon versus one Mon to click knock off, he loses it. That one Mon will likely have to be Pelipper. If Ferrothorn loses his way, then he's at the mercy of Slowking. Corviknight's core purpose is going to be to semi-check Torn, maybe just a little bit of helmet, semi-check Torn, a little bit of helmet, Heatran if I can catch, well, rocks primarily, but if I can catch his Ferrothorn, which is unlikely, but whatever. And Nidoking picks up a KO if I click the right move every time, which the right move should always be Sludge Wave. And then Crawdon to the Nidoking, and then Zero Aura once the rain is gone sweeps him. And so the question is, how do I take value early while not giving him too much to start the party? And I think the best bet, I think he certainly aims to destroy me with his Coco, or his Seismitoad. Very good lead. Maybe not. We'll see, depending on if he has Hydro Pump. So he has Ferrothorn. So this is a situation where I could kill him on, meaning go Nidoking and Sludge Wave kill him on, or we could go for rocks. I think no matter what, I'm not going to be playing with, like, I'm not going to be, let me think, Nidoking, Sludge Wave, or Heatran rocks, allowing Pelipper in. Yeah, it's just gonna get the rocks up now, especially because it seems like Seismitoad is his rocker. Because I have my Slowking, the Seismitoad is completely irrelevant. Right, Pelipper gets lured in. I had a couple options here, but I like, this is ladder, so he will likely U-turn. And so that matters actually a lot more than meets the eye. This allows for me to go Slowking on the flip, forcing Coco, and see what the item is on that, because that shouldn't take too much, right? See what the item is on that, and he doesn't want Nidoking in on Slowking. I mean, he doesn't want Nidoking on top of Coco, so not a heavy duty boost variant. And so let's see if he has something for said Nidoking. I don't know what he would have. Say Gleams, which doesn't make sense because you don't want Nidoking coming in. So right here, I'm gonna hard switch to, oh man, that sucks. I was gonna hard switch to, well, at least now I know he's gonna go for the stab. Oh, he actually, wow, I am very shocked by that play. Scald's free here. We can risk the burn and then just defog away the hazards. Pharaoh is mad low, and then we're back to square one. But I've gotten far more value than I've lost, so very much disagree with that knock. But we're gonna take advantage of it, go Nidoking, just to speed this game up a bit, right? And so this allows for us to just Sludge Wave hard. Seismitoad is completely irrelevant in the face of my Slowking, and if he rocks, we teleport out and gain back control of the situation. You're earth powered. Good play. Let me think. irrelevant. Not with boots. Okay, so as I said, Zero Aura. That's why I didn't expect him to stay in. Zero Aura actually destroys his team. Like, literally after the rain is gone, Zero Aura just wins. So we're just gonna keep teleporting. And so finally we catch Coco, and now we just pick up a KO with Ice Beam. No, Sludge Wave is bad. Torn probably dies to Ice Beam but doesn't die to Sludge Wave. No way you'd go Barraskewda. But even if you do, 2 turns of rain. I think Sludge Wave just guarantees me the most value. He's so knock. Rain will wear off the next turn. I'll Ice Beam here in case he scouts out the the flamethrower. I just don't want him going to Torn. I want to guarantee some value out of the turn. If he stays into knock, right, that's what I didn't want him to go to, but you know, the rain is gone. He has to take rocks and Ice Beam, so I figured if he did that, what is he gonna do next? He has to go to Coco. And as I said, Zero Aura at this rate is just gonna destroy him, especially because he went Pelipper, which is never the play there. Yeah, I figured you'd roost there. And now I get Decision Initiative. So you have to go to Ferrothorn, which you don't want to do. Well, I guess not. So now I get to, let me see, Flamethrower guarantees. I'm just thinking about the Future Sight. Teleport. So it should attack the next turn. So this turn coming up, which means nothing on his team can take Ice Beam plus Future Sight, I don't think. Oh, he just died anyway. Well, that sucks. So Skewda comes in. It's probably gonna lock into Liquidation. Yeah, and that's what we don't want. So Slowking probably is gonna round this out. Slowking plus Zero, as I said. I have a couple options here. I could Crawdont to force Pharaoh in, because I don't want. But if I go Slowking, I know he'll stay in. But the Liquidation will hurt, and then he'll get to go to what? Tornadus. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I want him to leave this in, right? I know I'll get the defense drop, but with my Zero Aura at full, the Torn is irrelevant. Am I boots too? Hopefully I put boots on this. I think I switched it to, yeah. So I'm not even taking hazards. The only thing it's taking hazards is the, right. So here comes Torn and his boots. So it works out perfectly for us. He only has 2 turns of rain. Let's find out if he even has Weather Ball on this. So Hurricane gets the confusion. Focus Blast, okay, that's fine. So no rain turns, which is amazing, which allows for us to just go to Zero and click knock off here. It guarantees value. We VS on. He could have Power Whip, but there's so many possibilities here. Not really. I guess I just sweep with, well, not really. I was gonna say I guess I just sweep with Aqua Jet soon, but not with. I'll take the longer route. He actually double switches to Pelipper. Maybe fearing Blaze Kick. Blaze Kick was something that was relatively common at a point. So Slowking gets to get regen here, which is great, because if I get a situation where interesting, I'm trying to think what's the quickest way to wrap this up. Him going Torn there pretty much did wrap it up. Let me think. Future Sight here, sack. Then Zero, that's a kill, or I guess 0 wins now anyway. So if I Scald here as he nasty plots, no, future side is better. Yeah. If I have him nasty plot, then I sack Corviknight, then I go to 0 Aura and Plasma Fist, which is a checkmate position. Unless somehow Torn doesn't die from Plasma Fist. Yeah. But even if he didn't, he would have died the future side, which would have left him open to Crawdaunt at that point. And so obviously Seismitoad never beats, like, this is just not gonna be a good matchup for my opponent. Like Rain versus, man, I have not been playing. I keep decaying back down. Somebody, I think is a newer subscriber, because you know how you show like how long you've been subbed. He was like, oh Jam, can you get higher? I was like, you know, you're right. But I be having these days where I just don't record, and then the decay comes and eats up all the points. So I'll have a stunt, because it's been a while since we even played at the 1900 level. But I guess because I figured you know, we're gonna do the road anyway, so you'll get those kinds of the battles. You know, I wasn't really pressed, but if we can, why not, right? 1900, 2000, because I haven't even looked at the ladder. Yeah, so it's just better quality battles. But yeah, oh shoot, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. So we learned from the teapot thing last time, all that stuff. Cool. And so gotta keep Slowking at the utmost. E-Trend, blah blah blah. Essentially killing his Lele is key. I'm gonna do that. I might probably kill his Espeon turn 1. So Lele starts. He should go Espeon here, because if I get Rocks up, that's like the biggest issue, right? You don't want me to get Rocks up. Obviously, if I do not connect, that sucks as well. But Zero are a really big problem for him. Crawdaunt, but the Psychic Terrain is essentially what I want to get rid of. Get rid of the Psychic Terrain. The Teapot is problematic if terrain isn't up. If terrain is up, yo, what's up, bud? So hopefully we connect here. Dope. I think we get the eject button here, right? So I'm a star boost, and can it even 2-hit KO? My Psychic Terrain. No, Heatran never dies. Oh, Earth Power. Wow, I did not see Earth Power coming. Heatran like took that like a champ though. So yeah, I didn't know Earth Power. Wow, those things run. That did nothing to me though. Those things run so many different things, right? So terrain here. That means I'm gonna give up Corviknight, which is fine. I'm thinking Scald, Sagtran. Yeah. Right. Slowking is amazing versus the remainder, so Wild Tran would have been amazing as well. And me wasting some terrain turns there is great. So now I get to go to Corv. Which has some Spadef. Corv is just way too bulky Amon, and no way dies here. Not from a just a Sash variant. And so Cloyster is in now. Yeah. We future sight here. Very interesting stuff. So after future sight, then you can't beat Slowking and Zera and Nidoking and all that stuff. So yeah, future sight. We just sack Crawdaunt. We just knock here. covers him trying to shell smash again. Yeah. So yeah, so now he can't beat Slowking. And so this lures in the Lele. Well, actually, my Slowking is lower than I'd like, but I'll slack off here unless this has some. Ooh, future sight, huh? Okay, we'll just slack off again here. Wasted terrain turns. The future sight here, then teleport into Nidoking. Actually, I won't even teleport. I'll hard switch. Yeah. Ice Beam should break the sub. I mean, it's a sheer force boosted Ice Beam, essentially stab. Forces him to take future sight damage, but it also coaxes him to stand because I've Ice Beamed, right? And so, right. Okie doke. How many roos to, and then 10. How many roosts has he had? 13. Because we got to be careful of his roosts. So I have to alternate between Ice Beam and Flamethrower, but I have to do just enough to make sure that he's within range, which I didn't consider when I didn't expect him to leave it in. But yeah, the bulk up Corv, as long as he can't sub up and get enough to where like he can live a hit from Zero, we're good. And then, you know, obviously Slowking takes on the other two, but I mean Zero takes on the other two too, but you know what I mean. But yeah, the Flamethrower did far less than I expected. 56 from sheer force boosted. Corviknight is no joke, guys. Like smacks with F-Corv, no joke. No joke. I doubt he just left. I'm pretty sure he disconnected. Yeah, there he is. They should roost. Brave birds. Okay. He shouldn't be within range of. Oh gee. I'm gonna run a quick calc. I'm pretty sure I kill him, but if I don't, then once again we have fallen to the King Corviknight. Which is funny because if I Flamethrower there, it was done. I think he did give up. That's why he Brave Birded. And I actually didn't expect Brave Bird to KO my. I'd imagine a Volt Switch does minimum that much, but my Jolly, let's see, I am Jolly, so Volt Switch from Jolly does 28 to 33. Plasma Fist for +2 defense probably kills, but if it doesn't, then I'm very, very disappointed in Zero. 35 to 42, so it kills. But yeah, and that's game. Well, good job, Zara. GG. Just to make sure that right. Expected the future side there. Scald. Yeah, it never matters. I'm trying to think. If I teleport here, I lose Zero, which I still win. But let me think. Because I know he has Yawn. So future side here, Scald. Future side's gonna come next turn. I could let him yawn and knock me out, or I yawn, knock me out, and then I teleport. Yeah, it's just Scald. Let him future sight and I just teleport here. Right. So it nullifies the on. VS back and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure Plasma Fist kills from here, but I just, whatever. GG. Yeah, the Amistar caught me off guard. I didn't expect it to have Earth Power. I figured he'd attack, but I didn't think he'd have anything even. I know I'd never die from a water stab. But Earth Power shook me. I was like, oh, whoa. Which means he could never have beaten my Slowking. You saw how much +2 did. So Slowking was always shutting him down. Slowking is actually legitimate. I believe it actually moved up to OU, which is super dope. Zera annihilates my opponent. Overwhelm him, just Landorus, and it just annihilates. So Future Sight plus Zera is a KO every turn. That being said, one would assume, okay, well then you're gonna prioritize your Zapdos and Landorus a lot more. He also guards horribly against Crawdaunt and Nidoking, but he has a zone, so Corviknight, which would be necessary to check his flying stab, is no longer as impenetrable as I'd like for it to be, but I'll deal. And so I'd assume he'd always try to prevent Nidoking from taking a KO early. Tough, because I don't want to be staring down a Landorus early. Oh, what's the worst case? Let's see where that worst case. Okay, I can force his hand. Landorus being the lead is not horrible for me. Like it's whatever, but it's not like game changer, right? I could see him hard switching to Landorus here. This is too threatening for me to risk that, because what I could do is hard switch to Corviknight here, which would cover that. But if I get the Volt switch off, okay, so he predicts me to go to court. See what I'm talking about? I personally would not have made that play right there. I don't think it was the right time, and actually misplayed here. In hindsight, I should have just gone to. He could just flash. Oh, perfect. All right, that's all I needed. Very, very high risk play there. Very, very high risk. That was not. You never go Lando there. For that reason, if I do that, you're just at the mercy of my Zeraora now. And so now I wouldn't say I don't need Corviknight, but it's not even necessary. He does U-turn, which I figured might happen, but whatever. Figured that might have happened, but I value now he's at the mercy of my attacks because that Landorus is gone. So now I can Volt Switch all over him. He's definitely Spec Zone. Polt. Just fine by me. Am I really down to punish with rocks that much? Yeah, I am. Especially because I know he's going to switch this out. I don't kill it. And I figured Volcanion would be his initial. I could see him doubling out here. It's a pretty obvious Slowking switch, but there's not too much he can double out to that I can't handle. And so I'm tempted to just aggressively Magma Storm there, right? But as I said, there's nothing he can really double to that will save him. So we're gonna Future Sight here, let him Specs Ball, I'll eat like no other. And then this allows me to pick up another KO. Because Magma Storm plus Future Sight kills him on, I think Crawdaunt still gets to a KO. And, Zone wasn't it? Yeah, just Earth Power here for free. Well, at least the Future Sight forced him to. I didn't kill anything with Future Sight, but it forced his hand. I don't want Slowking low enough to where the Volcanion could be a problem, right? Even though it's just a boost variant, so it's weak as hell. Defog, huh? Okay. I doubt there's anything he can 2-hit KO me with. Yeah, didn't even do damage. Couple options here, but slack off is most important. Crit me there. Let's teleport here in case metal comes in, which I don't want. Okay, so he's committed to taking the future sight. And plasma fist knock him out here. Metal could come in because he eats, right? But now literally nothing on your team can beat my Zero Aura. Zero Aura just wins by itself now. Heatran, Crawdon probably never dies to either Earthquake or Bash. Yeah, crits me there, which is whack, but that's fine as we just knock off here for free. Zapdos made perfect sense, but it's just not enough at this point. It's just not enough. And if he U-turns into Metal, which is his only bet to stop my Zero Aura from coming in, I just go to whatever I want, frankly, and destroy him. Okay, so Zera never dies to anything from Specs Bolt anyway, but Nox should kill. Even if he Dracos, I'll eat because of the removal of the choice specs. And so Plasma Fist KOs here. And so Zero Aura putting in work, man. As I said, like in a situation like that, the Landers, after you've assessed the subjective value of your Landers, meaning from the defensive standpoint, it's just you're too weak to Zero Aura to make a risky play like that. And so in my opinion, seeing as how useless Volcanion was gonna be, I would have thrown that in before I threw in my Landers, and then maybe tried to pivot there, like throw in Volcanion and then double to Zapdos or something like that, because I know, you know, my offensive threats are really hard for him to deal with. But as I said, and now, you know, it's really just, you know, Nidoking comes in and destroys. Guess I don't even need Heatran anymore either. Let him Earthquake that to speed this up, because Nidoking can't even get killed by Polt, so it's really over. It's really over. Oh, I probably don't even do, yeah, it doesn't do any kind of damage to your boy. We just teleport here. Teleport's so disgusting. Such a disgusting little move. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the live actually. I think that rounded us back to 1800. So that was a quick little ascension. Shout outs to Toast. I think I bruised. Actually, I'm tripping. I must have because I know when I ended that last battle, it said like 1780 something. But you know how the ladder doesn't update. I noticed when I'm doing the coaching sessions, that when we start, if the person hasn't. Oh, speaking of which, guys, this is a few more days left. Because I left it open because I didn't upload yesterday. So a few more days left. If you want to join the Academy, not the Academy, the Society bootcamp, where it's a 4-week training. Really excited to be working with you guys. So I'll be seeing you guys in there. There are a couple more slots left, as I said. Yeah, the link is in the description. Click that, and yeah, can't wait to see you inside. Peace.